Well, hey, greetings, YouTube. Just trying out my new camera mount, which is really cool because I can put it on the window of my truck here, and I can do some YouTube videos while I'm driving, which I've been doing a lot of lately. Actually, I'm coming back from taking my dog Charlie. You can't see him; he's just off camera here for his daily swim in the river. He'll be on my lap in a second, and let me tell you, it's hard to drive. He's 112 pounds as of 2 days ago. He's a big one. But yeah, let's today I want to talk about a topic that's come up quite a bit, you know, and not just with me, but with, well, lots of armchair philosophers. Is there a God? I think it's probably what I'm going to call the video. Is there a God? Man, look at the size of that hornet outside. Excuse me, but I got back from a major walk. All right, so is there a God? Short answer, absolutely. Now, before you turn off the channel or turn off the video here and move on to another video that supports your views, hear me out. Hang on, I gotta back out of this tight spot here. Is there a God? Of course there is a God, and here's why. There's no possible way, and this is coming, I'm speaking in terms of something being logical. There's no logical possible way that everything, my dog's so fat that he activates the buckle the passenger, or the fasten passenger seatbelt chime. Sorry, Charlie, I'm fat too, so, you know, we just love to eat in this house. But there is no possible way that this is all happenstance. I wish you could see what's what I'm driving through, basically a forest here. And when you look at the trees and the grass, and, you know, I know this is all fundamental stuff, but bear with me here. All the way down to the most subatomic level of any half-inch chunk of this planet that you decide to focus on. You look at the ground that I'm rolling over, the grass, a blade of grass, the photosynthesis that's occurring, the conversion of energy from the sun to create, you know, to take in carbon dioxide and create oxygen, there's a mosquito in here, to butterflies, you know, grizzly bears, dolphins, humans, the human brain, dreams, everything in the universe, not to mention all the planetary things and the celestial bodies and the science that's involved in that. There is no conceivable way, in my opinion, that can be happenstance. There's got to be a driving force in terms of creator behind that. Let's look at language, the language of the universe, for example. Most people have figured out by now that the language of the universe would be mathematics, and it would most likely be geometry, the sacred language of the creator of the universe. Call that person God, call it a he, a she, whatever makes you happy. Call them anything, any of the religious dogmas that have been offered to humans, or come up with your own. It doesn't matter. What I'm talking about is God in terms of the creator. The definition of God for my purposes is the creator of everything, of life. And that creator had to use the sacred language of geometry, the perfect language of geometry, in order to create. Look at the geometric patterns in a grain of salt. Go deeper. Look at the geometric patterns and properties in molecules and atoms and you know, neutrons, and the way that things, the way that atoms orbit around the nucleus of a cell. Look at the cell structures. Look at amoebas. Look at planets. Look at the rotation of the Earth. Look at the layout of the planets in the universe and in the solar system, for that matter. The properties of nature, both including Earth, nature of Earth, and beyond Earth. and then tell me that that's happenstance. The dream you had last night. The eye, the workings of the eye. That something as small as the pupil of my eye is able to take in the vastness of the universe and see satellites and craters on the moon. In color and in order. The depth perception that goes into the workings of the human eye. For me to know how far away this camera is from my face, to reach out and touch it, knowing ahead of time that I'm going to touch it in the next second. Love, concepts of hate. The strange duality of mankind, that the same species can vibrate musical instruments and strings on a violin, vibrating the air that's flowing through the reed of a woodwind instrument, or that's vibrating off of a guitar string, to create music as meaningful and as emotional as that of, say, a symphony or the singing voices of a choir. And yet the same species capable of serial killing and torture and murder and mayhem, hacking people to death for the money, the coin in their pockets, or because somebody looked at them the wrong way. In front of me lies the vastness of a beautiful marsh right now as I come into this intersection. A beautiful marsh with beautiful water. Usually there's geese on the water, oftentimes hunters hunting them, fishermen in bass boats, golden eagles, bald eagles, using their sense of vision and sight to come down and grab, to spy fish from high altitude and dive down. I've seen it standing right where I'm at, and pull these fish out of the water. The cell phone that's ringing here screwing up my video. The squirrel that's getting ready to get ran over. All of this happening. You cannot tell me, let me see who this is. Oh. You cannot, how can anybody, I just hung up on my friend. Just the act of making that decision, you know, looking down and seeing the name of a guy that's all the way in Oregon and I'm in Virginia. He's thinking of me. He presses buttons. He connects to the box that I have in my pocket. I'm able to talk to him. What the? Are you telling me that there's no God? That there's nothing behind this? This is just something that happens? That if you put enough monkeys in an endless supply of typewriters, that they will eventually punch out war and peace? Really? Am I freaking out because I'm raising my voice? You're damn right I am. Whoa, what the hell is this? A dead chipmunk in the middle of the road. Airplanes, space travel, satellites, this truck I'm driving, the internet, which is actually a doorway into the matrix, a word that is overused and I hate using it, but nevertheless it fits, it's apropos, it makes sense for this conversation. Into the matrix, the internet, open a doorway into the matrix of the universal consciousness. What did I just say? The universal consciousness? What is that? The universal consciousness, the thing that connects every one of us. Did I say every one of us? You mean on the planet, Mike? No, in the universe. Whether they're the Greys, the reptilians, the disembodied orbs of energy, the Pleiadians. My lane is cut off by cones. How am I supposed to make a right turn? What the? You're shitting me. I can't turn? See that? I can go from something as deep as interstellar communication on a universal consciousness level to being pissed off because my lane is shut down. That is magic. That is magic, people. I mean, that is absolute proof to me Am I allowed to turn right here? I'm gonna do it. If you hear sirens and gunshots, it's because I decided not to go easy. I'm just kidding. But I mean, folks, give me your thoughts. Not just me, God. Give us your thoughts. Give some feedback. Give some comments. What do you think about this question? Is there a God? And please don't just say, no, God doesn't exist. It's all bullshit. I understand that the religious options, the dogmas that have been put forth by humans is, I'm sorry, bullshit. I get it. I agree with you. More people have died in the name of God than in any other form. My dog wonders why I'm raising my voice. Just calm down. I'm making a YouTube video. I know. You're a good boy. But I get passionate when I think about it. You know, we have got to evolve as a people, and it's got to happen soon, or we're not going to make it. All right? If there's anybody watching this video, my dog's coming on my lap. Oh my God, he's huge. If there's anybody watching this video that still actually believes that a guy built a giant boat and went around rounding up two giraffes, two elephants, and come on! I'm not downing the Bible, people. I'm just saying that you can't look at the Bible as a literal source of information. All right, let's talk about the Bible. People have to speak to the lowest common denominator in any audience. If you're giving a lecture and you've got a room full of 10-year-olds, you're going to have to speak on that level, or you're talking to rocks. Jesus was a superior human being. I believe in Jesus. Of course, he was an advanced human. And when he talks about being the Son of God, we're all the sons of God. You got it? And the allegorical tales in the Bible of the Tower of Babel, Adam and Eve. Does somebody really think that some chick ate an apple? Come on, people. It's more complicated than that. The morals and the lessons that you get from the stories are what's important, not the stories themselves. Yet there are people my age, 50 years old, who still picture a guy floating around in a boat while somebody's down below feeding the chickens, and who knows how many species of animal we lost because one died on the voyage, and then there it goes. I mean, come on. I personally believe that the ark was a vessel that contained test tubes of DNA and genetic material, so that we could, so that life would go on after the flood that was caused by the vicinity of planet Nibiru. That's my belief. Zachariah Sitchin. That is how I choose to believe. I don't think he has it 100% right, but I think that the truth is a variation of that. And if you don't know what that is, you need to go read. The Earth Chronicles for a start. Zachariah Sitchin. Don't ask me how to spell it. So, give us your thoughts. Get involved. Let's have some dialogue. And I'll look forward to hearing from you. Fallen Awake 1000. Check me out on my website, www.fallingawake1000.com. And you can follow me on Twitter as well, @fallingawake1000.